Let's play! Whoa! Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another stream of the Great Ace Attorney, where I am joined with the ever lovely and talented...
Hi, Skinny Minnie. Hi.
Hey, she is. So yeah, last stream we finished, episode 3, and, that was one hell of an ending cutscene that we saw.
Yes.
Now, the problem is I would have loved to show you guys a cutscene without it being so choppy, but I couldn't really find it on YouTube without spoiling myself, so, yeah. So, but apparently what happened, somebody got stuck in the carriage, or the omnibus, and, it was on fire.
Yeah, it was on fire. Well, first of all, there may be a guilty man that has gone free. So we got that, and then the omnibus got on fire. There was somebody inside?
It looked like somebody was inside banging in there. To get out, I should say, dear God.
That's why I was rocking back and forth. Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna say a joke I was gonna say. But yeah. And now we don't know what the hell happened. And we're just gonna go ahead and get started with case or episode 4. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. Start from the beginning. Are you ready?
Yes, let me know when you're pressing yes.
3, 2, 1, yes!
Yes!
The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro.
Tokiyori, 僕は思うのだよ、ワトソン。ホームズは物憂げに首を振り言った。我々が目にする事件は本当にそれが全てなのだろうか。その裏側に誰も知るもののない物語が隠れているかもしれない。ハーブティーから立ち上る湯気を追うその夢見るような眼差しの先には、きっとあの雪の日の夕刻の情景が浮かんでいたのだと思う。ブライアロードの歩道に倒れ伏した若い女性とその背に刺さった狂人。ガス灯の明かりが柔らかく切り取った奇怪な事件現場の情景。不可解な姿なき犯人の事件は薄い霧の中静かに幕を開けたのだった。
Okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
I'm scared.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright. We're back in, what's his name? Vortex?
Yep.
Okay.
Chief Justice is off a Vortex.
Alrighty. Let's begin.
Naruhodo, did you manage to sleep last night?
No, not at all.
My, though, that hotel was rather luxurious. The room could have been mistaken for a palace, if nothing short of dazzling. The gas lamps were as countless as glittering stars, making the night shine brighter than day.
And wow, imagine just how much that bed was worth. I tossed and turned all night just to make sure I made full use of its size.
So did I! That was the night of my dreams! Except... when I learned that lodging cost £3, I realized my nightmare had only just begun.
That's like a lot back in the day.
Yeah, £3. £3!
£3. It might as well, I don't. Yeah, and I'm bad at inflation. I need a calculator. Anyway, sorry. The building was so overwhelmingly beautiful. I'd wandered in before I could regain control.
Back in Japan, we could have used that same amount for over a year of safe shelter.
Oh.
When I parted with our dear money, My tears wouldn't just stop flowing.
Ugh, really, I'm so sorry.
Anyway, we have to find cheap lodging as soon as we possibly can. If we can't do that in 10 days, we're sure to run out of our sudden student allowance.
London is a formidable foe.
It's expensive.
Expensive.
She looks like Pearl when she does that.
The hand thing, like over
Yeah,
her
the
mouth. I just like the whole thing. What Pearl does, she like that thing of her arm, like about to punch somebody.
Mm.
I was like, oh, she's gonna
You're
do
like,
some
oh.
damage.
Some damage.
Alrighty. Thank you for coming in so early.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Oh, likewise, sir.
Good morning, Lord Chief Justice Vortex. We have arrived today to report on yesterday's trial.
Sato can talk to him without flinching. Her composure's really something else.
Got that right.
I trust you've enjoyed your first taste of Great Britain's trials? Yes, sir. In fact, I tasted so much law that I'm downright full of it.
Thus, he has done exactly as you ordered, Lord Chief Justice. Ryunosuke Naruhodo has carried out his duty to completion.
Oh, yes. I've already heard about the events of yesterday's trial. Your defense was remarkable. You pass. Huh? Exchange student from the Empire of Japan, you will now be recognized as an attorney. Even for our country, meeting such promising youth from the Far East is a tremendous delight. Thank you very much, sir. I am now an attorney. And I prepared a new assignment to test your skills as a fresh young attorney. You should get started on it immediately. Understood? A new assignment? Already? Do I get paid? Damn.
Right?
As an attorney, the best way to develop your skills is through experience.
Oh.
I dare not ask, but do you object to your assignment?
Are you gonna give us a creeper again?
Why isn't it not? I don't know how to say this, but I'm still not satisfied with yesterday's verdict. You're not satisfied with it? As I recall, you won a not guilty verdict. What more could you possibly want? The truth, damn it!
Right? We got some questions.
I've got the verdict, therefore there is no need to leave the verdict to the jurors. I still remember people get mad whenever we do this drunken flashback voice. Like there was a few people got legitimately mad, and it's like, wow, okay.
It's like you just saw this 15 seconds ago. Why do we need to watch it again?
Cosney McGundle. Was he truly innocent?
Fat little tiny short and balloon midget. Sorry.
All right.
Naruhodo!
Okay, now never mind. I was gonna say something. Never mind. I still can't say for sure. But despite that, the trial is already over. You won't have to worry about that anymore, I can assure you. Huh?
Whatever do you mean?
Cosney McGundle is dead. He died just after the end of the trial.
Oh.
So he was the one banging all around that thing.
Yep.
What? Mr. McGundle is dead? Damn it, birds, that's not the time. I must depart in 19 minutes and 41 seconds. Until then, I'm able to talk, but for a while.
Well, you gotta talk to him.
All right. Why he
so-
die?
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean he's dead? How did McGundle die? At the end of yesterday's trial, chaos erupted in the courtroom. I assume you recall the omnibus that was brought into court.
Yes.
Yeah, it was brought in to be examined as the scene of the crime. That's right. At some point, when the bailiffs weren't looking, it suddenly went up in flames. Wait, what?
How could they let this happen?
We are currently investigating that matter. Furthermore, we discovered McGundle's corpse amongst the Curtis' burnt remains. Wait, what? He must have entered the coach while the bailiffs weren't looking. These bailiffs sound like awful slackers.
Yeah.
How could they let this happen?
We're currently investigating that as well.
That reminds me of something. At the end of the trial, Mr. McGundle said something that bothered me.
What did he say? I can't remember. Well, you heard the man. I must excuse myself now. I'll be stuck at the crime scene for a while yet, I'm told. Oh, yeah, that's right.
What for?
It seems that the omnibus will have to undergo another investigation, given the circumstances. They say that they want me to be present for it.
So the gist of it, he needs to go investigate it. Boom.
Yep.
Inspect the crime scene, Scotland Yard had no such arrangements made, to my knowledge. Then who did this? I wouldn't worry. The Yard is putting all of their investigative metal to the test here. You can leave the rest to them. There's no need for either of you to pay it any mind.
Mr. McGundle.
Okay. British trials, I guess?
By the way, how was your first trial in our crown court? I thought you said clown court.
I know, it's just like, oh.
Oh, it was, well, amazing.
We were overwhelmed by its noble aura and the dignity born of its venerable?
Probably, I'm the wrong person to ask about pronunciation.
Of its venerable, profound history. Our own country's Supreme Court is no match, as it has only been around for decades at best.
Sasato really has a way of words when it's time to be eloquent.
My friend Naruhodo is so impressed that he's been rendered speechless, as you can see.
Our courts are the pinnacle of law. You would do well to learn from them while you still can. The pinnacle, he says. I have to say, though, it was some stroke of fortune that you could take such a simple case for your first trial here.
Simple, my lord?
As I said yesterday, there's no way you could lose.
Excuse my rudeness, my lord, but that case was by no means simple.
When we first heard the details of the case, we felt like we were at such a disadvantage. Even now, I still can't believe that we managed to seize a not guilty verdict. What's the matter? I'm sorry. Excuse me for that. But in the end, the verdict was indeed not guilty. And it was because of your skill as an attorney. You'd say that's all there is to it, right? No, my lord. That's not exactly what I was trying to say. Regardless, you exceeded my expectations. I assure you, that is nothing but the truth. I'm sorry.
Is it?
Oh, okay. And that is why I've arranged a new case for you. Wait, what? What exactly was Chief Justice Vortex trying to imply just now? Alright, let's talk about the new client.
Oh, God.
What exactly does this new case entail?
Don't tell me it's another murder trial or it's gonna start in 10 minutes or something.
He's gonna tell us exactly that.
It's gonna be a murder trial. It's gonna be a double homicide in 5 minutes. Now what? I'm so sorry. I like screamed in everybody's ears right now.
Sure did. Ow.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Please, there's no need to worry. The circumstances surrounding this trial are completely different after all. I see. Is he reading my mind? At the very least, nobody has died yet.
Oh, thank God.
And I can read your mind. You like to play Castlevania.
I love that video.
Oh my
You like
god.
to play Castlevania. What? Whoa.
What? I used to know that like the back of my mind.
Me
Like,
too.
but now, you know what sucks is like it's never finished.
Nope.
He never made another one. Excuse me.
He got famous.
He got famous and busy. well, both actually. He got busy, and then busy was his wife.
Busy.
Busy.
Oh my God.
Sorry. You know, it actually makes me wonder why or how they even said that in The Incredibles.
Oh yeah.
Like-
And got busy.
You know, actually, I just saw a meme yesterday. They're like, Pixar, why do they draw all their women with dump truck asses? And it's true. I mean, have you guys seen Ellen Parr's ass? It's
Well, they
like,
even make a joke about it in the first movie.
oh, that's right. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's an ass. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like, why? Disney or Pixar, why?
Or some people are like, thank you, Pixar, thank you. And the trial's not today either. You have ample time to carry out your investigation.
Oh, thank God.
To be precise, you have 23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds. Oh, okay. The trial's tomorrow then.
Is something the matter, Naruhodo?
Oh, I was just, feeling a little conflicted. I was wondering if I made the right decision as his attorney, during yesterday's trial.
Naruhodo.
I'm not sure if I'm ready to stand in court again with the way I feel right now. Oh, that reminds me. There is actually one similarity between yesterday and tomorrow. Once again, not a single man is willing to step up to the challenge.
Oh, great.
What? At this rate, tomorrow's trial will be forced to begin without a defense attorney present. And of course, I'm sure you know.
There's nothing at the end of that path except for the worst possible conclusion.
Well, that sounds about right. Not again!
Why? We just want to learn.
I'm afraid my time is up. I must excuse myself. I strongly suggest that you two begin preparing for tomorrow immediately. After all, there are a mere 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds left until the trial. You called that ample time not long ago. Oh, one more thing!
Yeah.
Master Naruhodo. I miss that show.
Me too. Man, I miss the old shows.
We're old, Danny.
I know.
There is one thing I would like to inquire of you. Sir? Oh, what is it?
What'd it do?
As I recall, yesterday, you said thus. You wish to carry on the exchange student Kazuma Asogi's will. I want you to clearly explain what you meant by that. You have 34 seconds. Huh? Well, he'd always talk about how he wanted to study the world's leading justice system and change the laws of the Empire of Japan. I'm going to keep his dream alive. Though there is another reason.
Oh?
What might this other reason be? In the steamship's cabin, he says something cryptic to me. There's something... That's you. Go ahead.
Oh, there's something I absolutely have to do in Britain, no matter what.
What did he absolutely have to do? Again, I want you to tell me in clear terms. I didn't ask him. I was sure he would tell me when we arrived in Great Britain, so... Time is up. I'm grateful that you told me such an entertaining story, though.
What exactly are you talking about now? Just Naruhodo? Oh, Kazuma never told me anything like that.
The two of you ought to focus on the case at hand. Hey, who are you?
Hello?
Just standing there the whole entire time. I've already spoken to the inspector leading the investigation. I presume he will give you the details if you ask. Wait, when did he get here?
That's our question.
Right. Now, I pray for your good fortune.
What secret was Kazuma keeping from me? What was he planning to do?
I don't know. He really didn't tell me. Anyway, maybe we should go speak with the inspector now.
Yes, we ought to do just that.
Sir?
His Luigi-looking ass just standing over there. I can see a hint of spitefulness in his eyes as he glares at us. The hell is he holding in his hand? Are those fries?
No, I think it's a pipe.
Oh, I am hungry. I automatically assumed it was food.
I was like, fries!
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I haven't even invented yet.
Probably. Alright, let's examine this man.
Top.
What? The bookshelf?
Wait, they are fries!
Are they? Wait,
Or
I
a baguette?
don't know, I clicked on, I guess I clicked on the bookshelf on accident.
Oh,
Sorry, hold on. Whoa, the bookshelf along the wall is really packed with a bunch of difficult-looking books. Not a single one of these books is available in Japan. It almost feels as though I'm dreaming. No argument here. It's like something I'd see in a nightmare. There are law books from all over Western Europe here, not just the British Empire. France, Germany, Spain, the Netherlands. It seems that there are Russian books as well. You don't say. From Russia, huh? With love? Is something the matter, Naruhodo? Well, maybe I should ask the Lord Chief Justice how to say wardrobe in Russian. I think it might be wiser if you didn't. Alright. Sorry about that. Now I click on man. Oh, yeah. Those are fries.
Yeah, I think... They look like potato wedges.
Oh, is it like, what's the thing they say, that term? Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Oh, maybe. He
Like,
does look like Luigi.
Oh, you guys are gonna hate me right now because I think I know what voice I'm giving him. Like I love how it's a never-ending thing of food. I love that. Oh, excuse me. Could I have a moment of your time, sir? Do I look like I have any time to spare? Whoa! Well, nice weather we're having, huh? Does the weather look nice to you? Whoa! Listen to... Oh, I'm not saying that. Listen to me. Listen real good. I don't go around thinking that only old British gentleman is excited to talk about the weather. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna keep doing this anymore.
Yeah, he's not Italian either.
Yeah. Oh, but that's what Sasato told me. I'm very busy right now. More busy than you could ever imagine. Dear God, man, calm down.
It's just chips.
Well, I'm here yelling at you. The investigation is still underway at the crime scene. I'm very sorry. Oh, yeah. I'm willing to bet they're saying all kinds of things behind my back right now. Hey, where's that guy been? Who knows? He acts like a big shot. He must be slacking. All thanks to some bloody foreign bumpkin who came to London just to frolic and have fun. Can you hear the sound of my policeman's prestige falling? Because I certainly can. I can tell this won't be easy.
Sir.
Greetings, sir. I believe we haven't met? My friend here is Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a defense attorney.
Hmm?
And I am his legal assistant. We're both deeply pleased to make your acquaintance today.
Oh!
I must say, the weather truly is beautiful today.
Now, before you do anything, sir, she is 15. You buy her
16.
16. Either way, she's young. She's young, Inspector. Absolutely. It's not often you get to see such a clear sky during a London winter. Amazingly well done, Sasato. Lord Vortex asked me to give you a lot of details of the case. My name is Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard.
Inspector Gregson?
Huh? Wait, his name got quite a reaction out of her. I wonder if she knows him from somewhere.
Inspector Gregson.
Excuse me.
Inspector? Might you be the same Inspector Gregson as the Inspector Gregson?
Oh, probably from the Sherlock books.
That's what I'm thinking. Sasato, do you notice, man?
Of course I do! Who wouldn't?
I guess I wouldn't?
He's a reoccurring character in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, are you talking about the Strand magazine again?
Inspector Gregson is none other than Sherlock Holmes' rival.
Is it? I gotta say, I never read anything Sherlock Holmes.
I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar.
I was gonna say, like, I thought his rival was Moriarty, but that's more so like outside of the police. Like, this is his rival in terms of on the same side, I guess. All right. Wow, his rival? That's actually pretty impressive. Well, yes, I suppose so.
Ha!
I have to say that Holmes does pretty well himself for an amateur.
Mr. Holmes has spoken very high praise of Inspector Gregson as well. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders. He is the pick of a bad lot, he says.
That doesn't sound like much of a compliment to me.
Well, Mr. Holmes isn't the type of person to sing praises of others in the first place.
Well, that's right. Because of that blasted magazine, I've become famous all the world over. Well, that's a good thing, right? I'll admit it wasn't so bad at first. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the yard was at all-time high. That sounds great. However, you must never underestimate how terrifying man can be. Since then, I've always had a feeling that people were staring at me, talking behind my back. Well, talking behind your back?
You had a feeling?
He's changed ever since he appeared in those novels. Look at him, acting like a big shot.
Have people really been saying such awful things?
Like I said, they do it behind my back, so I can't really make out what they're saying. However, that's the feeling I get. There's doubtlessly no doubt about it. You know, it feels like this inspector is going to be difficult to work with.
Yes, it seems that sudden fame comes with its own share of trouble.
All right, let's hear about this incident then.
All right.
So, what's the case that the Lord Chief Justice wanted you to talk to us about? Well, if I were to put it simply, This is probably the easiest case that a detective could possibly work with.
Then are you saying that this is probably the most difficult case that a defense attorney could work with?
I should hope not, but it definitely looks that way. A lady walking along Briar Road was stabbed in the back with a knife. Fortunately, her life isn't in danger now, but she still remains unconscious at the hospital.
My, that's terrible! Who would stab a frail woman in the back like that?
I'm sure you just perform a Susato toss on them if you found them.
That's not important right now.
You didn't have to yell. Anyway, we were able to arrest the culprit without wasting too much time on this case. He didn't even have the time to enjoy after-crime tea before we took him in. Then you must have found some trace of the culprit at the crime scene, right?
Or maybe there was an especially trustworthy witness testimony?
Huh! I'll give it up. It's not worth racking your brains over it. Huh? No matter how you might try, there's no saving the culprit from his fate this time. What do you mean? But it's simple. The prosecutor in charge of tomorrow's trial is none other than Lord Briar von Zeeks. Wait, what?
Again?
It seems like you, Lord, already know him.
Yes, we are quite familiar with him. He's the one referred to as the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper of the Old Bailey.
Bup, bup.
So, we're up against Briar von Zeeks again. The same prosecutor as yesterday.
If I recall correctly, Mr. McGundle said...
For those who prosecute, they say the Reaper's come to collect his... And the guard of the death bringer, Dr. Siegel defended his lived.
The Grim Reaper of the Old Bailey. In other words, he's managed to force a guilty verdict on every defendant he's prosecuted, right?
Inspector, if that's what you're trying to tell us, what if we were to tell you that Naruhodo won a not guilty verdict again? Wow! What if we were to tell you that Naruhodo won a not guilty verdict against the Reaper?
Is that so? Well, what of it?
I mean, even if the enemy is the Reaper himself, there's still a chance the defendant may survive.
You two really don't know a thing.
Tell us the thing then, gee.
What exactly do you mean then? Well, he ended up dying anyway, didn't he? Wait, huh? I'm talking about Causey McGundle. He was burned up along with the carriage, no? No matter how you look at it, it's hard to call that surviving. Wait, what? If a man could prove every criminal guilty, he'd be considered a god. But Barrack Van Zeeks, oh, he's no god. He's the Grim Reaper. In any case, you did well to keep that in mind. What is going on here?
So wait, what about Cosney McGundle?
Just him being dead? Like,
Dead.
Yeah, wait.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, let me take a look at that again, because, like...
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Did they just kind of reiterate? It's like, well, there's no point about, because he said you two really don't know a thing.
Like, what do you mean? Well, he ended up
be-
dying anyway.
Because he's talking about how, like, he's the Grim Reaper Von Zeeks.
Oh.
So wait, is there a thing? Well, okay. Because we can assume that anybody that he prosecutes, they die in a more sense of, like, the death penalty. Right?
Right.
That's how I'm thinking, what they mean by that. So Cosmic Gundle, even though he didn't die like that, he was still not guilty, he still ended up dying. So is it one of those things where it's like, no matter what, like, whatever circumstances, if Von Zeeks is up against them, they die? I'm guessing that's... We may be thinking too hard into this.
Maybe.
Alright. Well, now then, since I've finished eating what I have to eat, and I've said what I have to say, I'll return to the crime scene. We're in the middle of an investigation, after all.
The site of the incident is at Briar Road. Would I be correct in saying that?
Oh, that's right. If you head toward the goal, you should be able to interview the culprit. Wait, you're already calling him the culprit? He's shaking like a leaf in an isolation cell. It's a hilarious sight, I tell you. His number is 53. If he has to go out for 53, you should be able to interview him. Understood. Well, thank you very much. Bye-bye. The hell?
Yeah.
Well, no defendant can ever be saved from the Grim Reaper. Is that really true?
Naruhodo, what should we do about this case? To be honest, I haven't been able to stop shivering since the trial yesterday. To think that we would have to stand in the Crown Court again facing the Reaper. It still takes courage to admit when a task is too much for you. You don't have to do this.
If the man they arrested is innocent, then it's only natural that he'd be shaking like a leaf in that cell. I can't imagine that kind of monsters that would just stand around and laugh at such a sight.
Then,
Well, to be honest, I can still feel the intense shock from yesterday's trial. I don't know how much I can do, but I think we should have a go at investigating. Will you assist me?
yes, of course. You know I'd be glad to. After all, I am your legal assistant.
Then, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
So cute.
All right. Let's head off. Well, so do you want to go to Briar Road, or do you want to go to the Go, which is like the detention center?
Maybe let's go to the Go.
The Go. All right.
Let's go.
Wouldn't let me go there for a second. There we go. It's dark.
Excuse me, I burped.
No, you're good. So this is the Go. I'm gonna purposely keep saying it's stupid just to piss you guys off.
How might I say it? This certainly is an impeccable prison, isn't it?
Well, speaking as a man who's locked up in one of Japan's jails, I think even our simple Japanese jails are far more comfortable than this.
Oh, heartbreaking.
I've been told Klein is in the cell, but it's too dark to see further inside. What sort of person could he be? Okay. Well, number 53, the attorney is here to interview you. Stop hiding in the corner and come out. I have a name. To call me by my number is outrageous. I refuse to grace you with a reply.
Excuse me, Naruhodo? Do you understand what's going on here?
Your guess is as good as mine. Those bitter words? We're definitely in Japanese, though.
Looks like Charlie Chaplin.
Doesn't it?
A little bit.
Do you want to do this voice?
Sure.
Or I can do it. I'm just giving you if you want the chance.
You can do it.
Okay.
I think like the voice you kind of gave him.
Wait, shh, be quiet. What the hell? Are you doing that okay sign at me? What the hell are you doing?
He's fixing his tie and stuff.
Oh, what are you doing? It must be hiding somewhere. None can hide from my eyes. Surely, right now, right this instant too. It's looking at me, listening to me. I can feel it.
What?
Well, okay, let's try this again. Oh, there you are! Terrible spirit that curses my very life! Spirit?
Pardon me, but might you be Japanese?
Oh, good heavens! Oh, this is... Heavens above, bless me!
Okay.
Oh, bless you.
Oh God, my body.
That sounded like it, like, just took everything out of you.
It's like one of those where you kind of like shake out a towel or a blanket, just. My whole body felt like it did that.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, since he is Japanese, I guess I don't have to go with a British accent, so...
Yeah, there you go.
I do sincerely apologize for that loss of composure earlier. Don't worry about it. It did surprise me a little, though. However... see, that's my constipated face right there.
Oh, God.
A year has passed since I left. To think that such a situation would have transpired in a far-off land. The words of my fellow brethren penetrate my heart upon our meeting in the depth of hell. Of flood of emotions. This is the next client Lord Chief Justice Vortex spoke of? I can't believe that. It's a Japanese person. Oh, my gratitude to the motherland. After all, home is where the heart is. For the sake of one mere exchange student, she dispatched one first-rate attorney. Praise the motherland! That one pose, though, man. Don't be thrusting.
Right?
A first-rate attorney? It looks like there's a huge misunderstanding here.
In any case, would you be willing to tell us your story, good sir? For example, we'd like to know about your arrest as a suspect.
I, of course, with pleasure. Jumping up for joy.
I don't quite understand what he's saying, but he seems happy.
Excuse me. Well, yes, he does. Let's hope his trust isn't misplaced. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Ryunosuke Naruhodo, an attorney.
As for me, I am Susato Mikotoba. I am his legal assistant.
I'm an exchange student sent to Great Britain from the Empire of Japan. Soseki Natsumi is my name. Okay.
Soseki Natsumi.
Soseki Natsumi. Soseki Natsumi, was it? That's an interesting name. Well, you see, I'm quite fond of writing haiku. You can think of it as a pen name, I suppose. A pen name, huh? Well, that's where you take on a different name for an authored work, right?
Yes, that is generally the case.
That's not all there is to it. There's kind of a refined elegance to the title. In any case, I have to say that hearing about haiku makes me feel like I'm back in Japan.
That reminds me. Earlier, you said you were an exchange student, correct?
Yes, the Japanese government sent me here 1 year ago to study the English language. I had no choice but to comply, but look at the situation it's put me in. They've ruined me. You had no choice? You mean you didn't want to participate in the exchange? No, that's not quite true. I've always wanted to visit the British Empire. Uh-huh. However, it was a ridiculous demand to begin with, and even more so coming from the government.
What exactly do you mean?
Asking me to study English literature would be at least be within the realms of my field. But to study the English language, I've not even an idea where to start. Simply absurd. Uh-huh. In fact, the other day, I received a directive asking me to report my progress this last year. Because of their sheer nerve, I submitted a blank sheet of paper in response.
Oh god.
What a mad lad.
Mad lad.
That will show them.
You must be rather the important person to be able to do that.
Oh, yes. People often tell me that. You said it so proudly.
Suspect. Why are you a sus?
Why are you a pet? What?
So what's
I'm sorry. What do they call him again in Criminal Minds?
Oh shoot. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, we watched the show too many times to not remember.
I know.
It's letters, right? They don't say like a full thing.
Yeah, it's
Listen, the
crap. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know.
This alleged something is a alleged.
No, the.
Come on. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah, not the what is it?
It's not a word. It's
sub something.
Is it a sub?
No.
Unsub.
It's
Unsub. The unsub. The unsub. There you
The
go.
unsub. There it is. I was like sub something.
We love Criminal Minds.
Yes, I need to see season 15, but it's not anywhere yet.
15. Wow.
Yeah, last season.
That's so sad, but it's time, you know.
It is.
No, I'm not asking you guys to unsub. No, that's the name they gave to the suspect in Criminal Minds. It stands for something, but it's unsub.
It's like subject something. I don't know. I can't remember.
It's fine.
So
yeah, okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So what suspicions were you arrested under?
I had no hand in it. I would never be able to commit such an atrocious act as murder.
Murder?
Oh, that's right. She didn't actually die. She was stabbed with a dagger right in front of me. Right in front of you? Then does that mean you saw the culprit? I did not. But, huh? If I did, why would not be in such a predicament right now?
Which means the situation here isn't so...
Oh, did you say this?
Oh, yeah. You didn't hear me?
Not of all places. No, I didn't hear that line.
Oh. Wait, not of all places.
Yeah. She said, okay, hold on. Let me check my backwards. She's like, if I did, I would not. Wait, she's like, which means the situation isn't so simple.
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay. Oh my god, I thought that said Susato. I am so sorry. That's
okay.
That's my fault. Of all places, why did she go out of her way to get stabbed right in front of me? Wow, are you blaming her? That's right. This must all be due to the curse of those London spirits. Oh, you damned pests! So despite him being present as it happened, he didn't see the culprit.
In any case, we should ask him for more details of the incident.
About the incident.
It had just stopped snowing. The streets of that cursed night were shrouded by fog. I was on my way back to the cursed flat after making my cursed purchase at the bookshop. It looks like he's cursed in all sorts of ways. There was but one other individual walking in front of me along that cursed road. She was wearing a green overcoat. When I was about to pass her by, it happened.
Oh.
She suddenly let out a short cry, and then she collapsed onto the cold ground. Oh, wait.
How terrible!
I begged her to speak, but she would not open her mouth to respond. The scent of death! she isn't dead.
Terrified, I seized the first opportunity to flee from the cursed scene.
You know, I was about to say, I'm like, oh wait, she has a knife in her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh my god, Rita.
Do you see that line at the handle of the knife? I thought that was that still doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry,
No.
guys. I'm sorry. That's an ouch.
At full speed, mind you, back to my cursed flat.
Oh my god.
That might have been your best. That might have not been your best decision.
As a Japanese man, I should probably be ashamed for what I did.
By the way, did you happen to know the victim at all?
Not in the slightest! I am not acquainted with any blonde Brits, let alone young women. It seems you fail to understand just how much I managed to keep myself cooped up in my flat.
I see. So the victim was a young woman. By the way, besides the two of you, was anyone else walking along the footpath?
Well, unfortunately, I did not catch sight of anyone other than that woman.
What? No one else was there?
The victim was a complete stranger, and there was nobody else present. If that's really the case, then this is quite curious.
Huh? What about it is curious, though?
Quite curious.
Sasato, what did you mean by quite curious?
There's just something about Soseki's story so far that doesn't add up. The victim was a complete stranger to him, and there was no one else at the scene. Furthermore, he ran away from the scene so that nobody would see him.
Indeed.
But, well, if that's the case, well, that means Soseki must be the culprit.
Oh, no. What did you just say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. Oh, dear God, I didn't say anything. I should have learned to keep my mouth shut.
Oh my god, he looks like he's about to like hyperventilate.
Right?
That's not quite what I was getting at. I was curious about how exactly Soseki managed to get arrested.
Huh?
Soseki made no contact with the victim, and there was no one else at the scene. How, then, did Scotland Yard track him down?
Oh, she's right.
It was him! Thanks to that man's cursed great deduction, I ended up getting arrested!
Oh no.
Damn it, Spider Sherlock Holmes.
Why must I suffer this shame?
Cursed? Great deduction? No way.
I remember that man's name until the day I die. He called himself a great detective, then laughed an unforgettably obnoxious laugh. Be gone, cursed soul! These Sherlock Holmes! I'll curse you until the day I die!
It really was him.
Mr. Holmes?
I do absolutely love his theme, though.
Yes.
I feel like rave to this. Like, yeah! I never would have guessed we'd hear his name here.
After I escaped that nightmare scene, one cursed night passed. While I was gnawing on my hard French bread, several men suddenly stormed into my room. We're from the yard. Drop that weapon this instant. No matter how hard it may have been, who would call French bread a weapon? Spartan lifestyle.
You've had quite a rough time of it, huh?
And there he stood in the middle of all those detectives with that blindingly wide grin. And his name was none other than the Sherlock Holmes.
You know, I actually don't think "the" is part of his full name.
Well, afterwards, I learned that he's the greatest detective in London.
I suppose that's where the great in Great Detective comes from.
With his all too clever deductions, he managed to pinpoint where I lived. He then had the nerve to accuse me, a frail, hunchbacked man, as a knife-wielding maniac.
I wonder what kind of amazing great deduction he came up with this time.
I must ask, though, were you arrested solely due to Mr. Holmes' great deduction? Even that would have been too heavy-handed for that law.
Well, to be honest, when they stormed into my room that morning, confusion took me.
Why, of course, that's only natural.
They interrogated me with their fast, difficult English words as I stood and trembled. Cowardly Brit!
Well, this is the British Empire after all. Of course they speak English.
I began to panic, but I knew I had to respond to that verbal assault. So I simply responded, "Yes, I do," and "I'm fine," again and again.
Oh god.
Don't take Apollo's course of action here, dude.
Right.
Before I realized that I had been handcuffed and thrown in here.
Well, I would have probably thrown you in jail, too.
What a guy.
Master Naruhodo!
Just Naruhodo's fine.
Oh, excuse me. It seems I've been taken by British culture. Am I to understand that you will accept my case and defend me? Is it true? It's still going to be true. Is it permissible for me to believe it is true?
Well,
Why? Why has the cat got your tongue?
really, I'm just an exchange student. I'm the same as you, Soseki.
You're an exchange student?
I've stood as an attorney in the British courts once, but what am I supposed to believe in? What guides my struggles in these foreign courts? I haven't come to understand that yet.
Naruhodo.
And even worse, I'm not a proper law student in the first place. I'm a substitute, at best.
But that armband! That's proof that you are a Japanese attorney, no?
This is a memento of the man I'm imitating. He was my best friend.
Memento? I am well aware. I am well aware of what they all say about me.
What do you mean by they?
None of those British attorneys care to defend me.
Why not?
You two are right. The footpath where the crime occurred was empty, save for the victim and myself. Worse even, I fled the scene. They can't help but think that I must be the culprit. I know that.
Soseki.
And above all, I'm an exchange student. I am nothing but a suspicious foreigner to these great British Empire. A trial for him? What a waste of time. Undoubtedly, that horrid Jap did the deed. All those attorneys stood before me and laughed at me as if it was a cruel joke. He won't understand half of what we say anyhow. But I knew.
That's awful.
I'd studied English more fervently than any of those stuffy big city policemen. I crossed the very seas to show my reverence and my desire to learn this endearing language. But nary a soul is willing to lend an ear to a poor, hunched-back foreigner. At the least, I would be overjoyed to entrust my fate to a fellow countryman, one who knows my plight. Yet I dare not thrust it upon you, forcing you to bear an unbearable burden. When I look into your eyes, I can see the many burdens you've already placed on yourself.
Soseki. I need some time to think about this. First, I'll try to do whatever I can right now.
What does that entail?
We intend to investigate this incident in intense detail from this moment forth. We hope to find some sort of lead, and use it to help you in some way.
Oh, very well. I'll be waiting for you, substitute law student Naruhodo.
Let us proceed with our investigation, Naruhodo. The game is afoot!
It's better than it's a hand.
All right.
Yeah, that was bad. Let me see. I want to take a look at the people section really quick.
Okay. The people.
Tobias is 44. He
Loves fish and chips.
Loves fish and chips, yep. And that's a hard-looking 33.
Yeah. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to Briar Road. Seeing the crime.
Ooh, whoa.
It's a snowman.
Mm.
So this is Briar Road, the scene of the crime.
Take a look over there, Naruhodo.
I thought it was a dog.
A dog?
The guy on his hands and knees, I thought it was a dog for a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's you, right?
Oh,
It's Scotland Yard. The Yard's policemen are all conducting their investigation.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. That's what policemen do.
Of course! They're the Scotland Yard, you know. I've admired them since I saw an illustration of them in the Adventures of Sherlock. Yes, I do love those steel helmets.
Huh? But you only care about their helmets?
Oh, if only I could don that helmet. Don't you just want to try it on?
I hope you get to experience that cold metal.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing over there, Japanese children?
Oh, it's Inspector Gregson.
You should be vaguely aware by now, but you're not on a sightseeing trip here.
We know. We are, investigating the crime scene.
Well, oh, so it looks like you went to the
Apparently, you do pronounce it as jail. That's old English.
Oh, okay.
So, although I like saying go.
Go.
So it looks like you went to the jail. That must mean that you met the culprit.
He is not the culprit. He is only a suspect.
I suppose you're just trying to help out a fellow Jap, eh? Well, you're free to do as you like. It's not my problem. You won't be able to change the result of tomorrow's trial anyway.
It's like he's trying to freeze us solid with his cold aloofness.
I'm sure you can blame London's freezing cold winter for that feeling.
I don't think that's right. Well,
So, do we examine or talk?
I like getting talking out of the way first and then examining.
Ow, okay.
Let's talk about good old Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard. Ever since I laid eyes on this illustration in Mr. Holmes' novel, I dreamed of visiting it.
Scotland Yard is the world's most capable police force.
Oh, it's been a lifelong dream of mine to wear one of their iron helmets.
Even I have to admit, when I see a guard wearing one of those helmets, I can't help but feel like the image practically screams, "This city's under my protection."
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Well, Scotland Yard is actually much more labor-intensive than it looks.
Is that true?
Take our early mornings, for example. First, our constables have to run around the city waking up all the workers.
Wait, what? Wait, you mean everyone in the city?
Well, they knock on people's windows with a long rod.
There, wink, wink. I had to do it. I had to do it too a long time ago. It's not so long anymore.
Oh my god. That's quite something.
I can only do the basement window. Excuse me.
Oh my god.
All of our work is for London citizens. It's only natural. After that, our constables start patrolling the beats.
They take no breaks until the day's done.
There's even a quota for how long.
I'm so sorry, guys.
There's even a quota for how long they have to walk. 20 miles a day.
I have no idea how long that really is, but I'd imagine it's quite the distance. Now I gotta watch Hercules.
I can go the distance.
Wait,
let's see.
Wasn't that the song? Or actually, wasn't that the movie? The podcast you were doing? Or
What?
no?
Oh, probably.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm thinking of something. Let's see.
Oh, it was me.
It was simply the distance Tokyo to Yokohama if you were to walk on foot.
I feel like that kind of trek would make me feel like more of a wreck.
Once it gets dark, an unimportant job is to light all the gas lamps.
My.
And between all of that, you have to investigate the odd case once in a while, right?
Not to mention they occasionally have to chase down lawbreakers.
Look, I'm not sure I like how you're making this duty sound like side jobs. Anyway, that's how it is. Some of our men have even collapsed during their shifts.
I've always looked up to those iron helmets, but now... Perhaps Naruhodo deserves more the honor of wearing one.
I doubt I'll be able to handle something with so much weight riding on it. Okay.
Incident?
Oh, shoot. Could you please entertain the folks for a few minutes? I gotta grab the groceries.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Hi again.
How are you guys enjoying the stream? You good? You enjoying the game? Sorry, I can hear you getting the groceries. Entertaining the peels. Hello. You're back in my office again. Welcome. I do hope you are enjoying yourself. I don't know what to expect from this case. I'm really excited. I hope that we get to see we do more of that deduction thing we did in the second case. That would be real cool. Because this case it feels kind of slow, but we're just trying to gather information at this point. You want me grocery hi? Sing, please. Oh, I don't know if I can sing right now. Editing them. See, tell Pharaoh to check PM I sent. It's not spoilers. Assume based on a real historical figure. Okay. Suggest is weird. He'll see. Oh, yeah, he'll see the message after the stream probably. Pepper. Let's see. I don't know what to talk about. It just kind of caught me off guard. You and the moon. Just gonna do a dance. I did it. You and the moon for fried fish. Oh, mood for fried fish. I had fish today. Me and Mabuthang had honey soy tilapia. It was so good. And some rice and some broccoli. It was really delicious. Alrighty, so with you now looking at chat, I'll a few things. So Soseki is a real person, a JP novelist who was once on the 1,000 yen bill. He's well known for the book Kokoro, which is referenced in this case's title. Oh, nice! Is it weird that I'm shipping Sherlock from this game and not Ahuro? Maybe, I don't know, but I mean, they're both legal, so you can do whatever you want. Your hair's out of control. More often than not, Ryunosuke will have thought blue text, and someone, usually Sasato, will instantly reply as if he heard his thoughts. It's because Ryunosuke actually mumbles his thoughts a bunch of times. I was wondering. I need a haircut. Justin, did you post a picture of your haircut? Oh, I mean, of your hair? There are weirder ships? Oh, please, don't put any ships in here, because we haven't seen all the... So, wait. Please. You tried cutting your husband's hair yesterday. It turned out perfect. Nice. Nice. I wish I could cut my boyfriend's hair, because he needs a trim. It's so funny, because he has really long hair. Longer than mine. And I never really liked long hairs on guys, like I wasn't really attracted to that, but I don't know, something about him made me really like him. Like, huh. Like, you're cute. I think I like you. You can now if you want. Yeah, post it on that Discord. Do it. So whenever you see the blue text and someone just comments on it, it's because they heard it's funny. I was wondering, I was like, how that? Or she hear that? Oh, it wasn't good as all? Oh, whoops. Do it. Oh, whoops. No, he won't let me cut his hair. I have no experience cutting hair. I would like to practice, but no. My mom would probably be mad at me. She's actually a hairdresser, so she'd be like, why? Why did you do it? Why are you not into long hair, yet your character had a decently only long ponytail? I meant on, guys. Like long hair on guys. Like, not the surfer dude kind of hair, but just... Well, yeah, just long hair on guys. I was never really attracted to that personally. It was not my cup of tea, but just, I don't know, the boo thing now. He's everything that I really wasn't attracted to, but I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's just very weird how all that happened. Cutting with scissors is long, but it's not bad. Hair clippers, though, invention of hell. It ruins everything before you can understand how... Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Oh, he's back, guys. Check my Discord. I gotta turn it back on. Da, da. Oh my god. Are you okay?
Yep. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Dang, Justin! You do? It's like a lot. Talking about haircuts. And Justin posted a picture in my chat on Discord.
Oh yeah, he looks like one of the characters in Resident Evil 3.
Are you serious?
Like exactly, with all the hair. I'm like, damn.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, cough got a little agitated there.
Ooh. You okay though?
Yeah. Let's see.
Gregson.
Well, the crime was committed 2 days ago at 5 p.m. It was on that open road over there. It was there that the victim, a young woman, was stabbed in the back with a knife.
The lady's still unconscious and being treated at this time. Is that correct?
I wouldn't exactly call her a lady.
Oh.
Is she a lady of the night? Then she is a lady.
Technically.
She just does some things that... Never mind.
But yes, until she wakes up, she won't be able to identify her with any certainty.
Which means that we won't be able to request the victim's testimony.
Well, here's a map of the scene. Take it if you want.
Wow! You give this to us?
It's our policy to give the culprit's attorney the minimum information necessary.
Really? Oh my god, I am so sorry. Could you guys give me another few minutes?
Uh-oh.
Something came up. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. No worries. I'll talk to the peoples again. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Everything's okay, though. Hello. Yeah, long time no see. Hee hee hee. Got any questions for me real quick? Is there any... Oh, if anybody who's watching, like, any shows or anime or movies, what have you been watching lately? I'm curious. I need to get good suggestions to see what I can make. Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, it's not as bad as... It wasn't named a plume. Yeah, Nature, if you want to, go ahead. No quest in particular, but I'm thinking about how much I love your Serval voice. Aww! Thank you, I love Serval. She makes me so happy. I'm actually trying to get clips of her scenes so I can make my visual reel. So, the London fog, I think thousands died from it in less than a month. It's just from the industry factories, and that's why it's so foggy there. You catch up with JoJo Diamond? Nice. Skinny, all I want you guys to do is watch the damn cartoons I love so much. Please, watch OK KO, it's funny and great. Recently started watching your line April. A friend recommended to me. That's a good one. Makes me cry. Muhammad, it's a tearjerker. Sad melodica noises. Muhammad's Ban. Hold on. One second. Okay. Serval's Japanese voice is pretty legendary, so hearing your bloopers be funny, super funny, and practically in character is super, super awesome, and I can't think of anyone better. Aw, thank you, Melis. That's so sweet. Abby says hi. Hi, Abby! What are your favorite genres? I like mystery movies. Things that have, like, a twist at the end. Not like horror movies, but, like, really, really good mysteries. And games, too. For those who haven't seen your line April, the first scene is literally one of the main characters playing a melodica. Around high school is good too. My hair is thick and soft at the same time, probably as close as you'll get to sheep hair. Oh my gosh. I can't do anything that's sad. The last sad show I watched was The Promised Neverland. Oh, I still haven't seen that. I need to watch it. Your cat says hi. Hi, cat. Pretty sure people want to pet your hair, Justin. Oh god. That's right. Oh, Conan. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Conan. The event in question is the killer fog that hit London for several days. Abby wanted to go outside, but then hightailed it out when she... Yeah. Oh. Poor her. Here's Conan as I turn to my other screen. Who said that? Oh my god. It was raining on my end and now it stopped. I don't know why I yelled that out loud. It was weird. I like Pure Cure. Don't judge me. Pure Cure? I don't think I've heard of that one. Or Precure? Is that what it's called? Precure? Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's a magical girl anime? Oh, Pretty Cure. Huh, I don't think I've heard of that. Let's see. I don't know, man. We just learned the identity of certain someone. I feel like we're getting close to the end. The end of what? Oh, for the Conan. That's right. My hair's gonna go over your eyes. Hey, Shadow. No. Well, I don't know. I don't know how far it was ago that you left. We met our client, and now we are investigating the scene. Hi, Gotenks. How are you? How do you feel about the OST of the game itself and compared to Main and Terzi? I think I really like the music in this. It sounds really well done. It fits the time period, I think, if that's a way to describe it. And it flows with the scene of what's going on, so that's really good. I think it goes well with the rest of the Ace Attorney series, but I think because this is a different time period, it has a feel to it. I mean, if I'm not careful, my hair will be out of control. Oh, you lost power? I'm so sorry, Gotenks. My hair extra thick, so it's a pain to take care of. Oh, jeez. I totally get it. Did I? Ow. I just let my hair grow until someone forces me to cut it. The OST is great when the game's not lagging. What are your thoughts on the plot? So far I think it's pretty good. We don't have a lot of information, and we do need to do more investigating, so I think once we do that, I'll have more of an opinion on it. But I like the characters so far. I just don't like the blatant prejudice they got going on with the Japanese and the English and the Britons. I know this is in that time period, but it just sucks. Like, I really wish this was never a problem at all with any races, but, you know, whatever. It happened, unfortunately. No, I know, I get it, it's I get it. I totally get it. It just sucks when you're doing stuff like this and you're like, man, this just, ugh. So I get it. Nobody has to, you know, lecture me. I get it. It still sucks. It's not okay. Kind of worried about slowdown on another. I don't know. That's up to Pharaoh. Oh, man. How many grades? Let's see. What am I watching? Oh, me and the BF finished Tiger King yesterday. And, oh boy. It's crazy. That show, or that documentary was crazy. What's new and good on your end, Skinny? Nothing much. Just trying to stay sane and stay safe. Record as much as I can, get as much practice as I can, since dubbing has not been much as of late, but that's okay. they were able to get out episode of My Hero with everybody at home, and that's awesome. So Funimation's still working hard behind the scenes. I can't imagine the stress they all went through for that. Like, oh. Yeah, I can see your messages, Nature. Carol Baskin. Yeah, it's interesting. She actually complained against the document because she felt she was betrayed. Like, this is not what I expected to happen. I'm like, well, I have my own thoughts about her. We only get one side of the story, though. Japan is just as guilty, not as being nice to their guests, so do ya. Yeah, you know, it's just understandable for their time. Everybody was not perfect angels. It just sucks. Oh, welcome back.
Thanks. I am so sorry, everybody, that I keep going back and forth like that. I needed to freaking desanitize some stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just looking over some things. I mean, I don't know. Why not?
Oh, we were talking. Huh?
No, I'm sorry. What was that? Go ahead.
Oh, we were just talking about like new shows and stuff, and then somebody asked me how the game was, and I was like, it's good. It's just it sucks that they have kind of like prejudice stuff they said about each other, and yeah, I understand it was the time. This was what happening during that time, and it was just like it just sucks. I just hate saying that stuff, but I mean it happened.
I get it. Just sometimes some of the tones of some stuff being said around here is kind of weird. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I do ask that, if you guys want to communicate with not only ourselves but others, just think a little how things are said when you're typing things out. It comes off very crappy sometimes. So I'm sorry, but where the hell was I?
Naruhodo, I still haven't agreed to be Soseki's attorney, but okay.
Okay.
And we just got the
map.
the sketch of the
Okay. I still haven't agreed to be Soseki's attorney, but okay.
Since he was so kind to offer, we should take it.
All right.
Oops. I'm gonna look at it.
That's what I want to do too.
Ooh.
So we got Meerschaum Road.
Meerschaum.
Briar, and then what the hell's this on the right? Calabash?
Oh my god, hold on.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, effing.
Calabash Road. And according to what Soseki and all them said, nobody apparently was on Briar. I don't know. And I see, I see you guys were talking about, like, dubs and subs. I mean, yeah, my thing is, too, is, like, I never enjoyed going through those topics of discussion where people, like, basically being elitists when it comes to it, If you like dubs, awesome. You like subs, awesome. End of freaking story. Like, I hate when people say, well, you're not a true fan if you don't watch it in sub, or what the hell's wrong with you? Why don't you watch it in dub? Just enjoy the damn thing, period. Like, and that's all it comes down to. Just whatever you enjoy, boom, bam, that's it. But like, you got people out there who are like, they put down others for enjoying one thing or another, and it's ridiculous. I just don't get it.
Okay.
So, welcome back.
Thanks. Sorry, I had to refill something.
No, you're good. And of course, we're saying that not every dub is going to be amazing, not every sub is going to be amazing. We understand that, but I hate when people act like every dub is bad, or every sub is like, ugh, or godly, It's anime, watch it, be done with it, enjoy it. Boom, end of story.
Oh,
But that's like asking for way too much, So,
Those people need just something to pick on or complain about because they don't have any happiness.
That's what, especially for like nerdy things like what we're doing here. I mean, let's honest, guys. Video games, comics, manga, anime. It's nerd stuff. It's nerd culture. You know? Just enjoy it. You know? Why get mad? Why be an elitist over things like this, you know? But
I don't with anything.
well,
And
yes,
I don't
exactly.
get it.
Not just nerd stuff, but like anything. But oh well. It is what it is and ain't gonna change.
Yeah.
But we know ourselves, and that's that.
All right.
So, oh yeah, I was just going over this map here. So we have Briar Road, Meerschaum Road, and then Calabash Road.
Calabash.
So there was that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, either way, at the time there was nobody at the scene other than the victim and a Japanese man. There's no debating who the culprit is.
I believe Soseki himself said he didn't see anyone else around as well.
But even if Soseki said that he didn't see anyone, that doesn't mean that the culprit couldn't be anyone else.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what it means.
What?
After all, they already found a decisive witness who clearly saw the moment of the crime.
Wait, seriously?
And there's two of them to boot.
What?
The smoke's famous fog was thinner than ever. That Jap picked a bad day for murder.
Oh, so is there a good day?
Jeez.
So there are two witnesses.
Stand up.
So who exactly are these witnesses?
You could say that one of them is the most trustworthy witness in London. After all, he's a constable of Scotland Yard.
What?
A constable? Well, this changes things a lot.
A constable just happened to witness the incident taking place?
That's convenient.
Right?
Oh, it's not that unusual. That's why the constables are here, after all.
Wait, do you think that maybe you could tell us more about this constable?
Of course, you're free to ask anything you want. At tomorrow's trial, that is.
Wait, huh?
The constables are absolutely going to be summoned by the court as a witness. Think of it as an exciting prospect for tomorrow.
It doesn't seem like he's willing to let us meet the witness.
A constable is the witness. As your legal assistant, I'm qualified to say that this will be a very advantageous to us.
I don't think you have to be a legal assistant to figure that one out. Oh, that reminds me.
What?
The one who found and arrested the suspect was Sherlock Holmes, right?
It was Holmes?
Uh-oh.
What's going on? He saw his face dark. I saw his face darken.
Do we talk about Holmes or tomorrow's trial?
Let's go down the line. Let's go from tomorrow's trial.
That man's going on trial tomorrow, right? You'll be defending him, I assume.
Well,
whatever the case is, there's one thing I can say for sure. Here in London, no attorney worth his salt would take that man's case.
because the prosecutor is the Grim Reaper, right?
Oh, your client is beyond saving now. You'd only be wasting your time by defending him. But there is one thing that strikes me as peculiar.
What's that?
That old Deathbringer hasn't stood in court for a good few years.
Is that so?
And he only prosecutes infamous criminals, or those who commit the most heinous crimes.
Infamous criminals?
Heinous crimes?
Like jaywalking,
I actually always get a little worried whenever I do that because some, like,
So one of these days.
so honestly, like, I actually talked to some of my buddies who are on the force, and they said it literally depends on their mood if they get somebody for jaywalking. Like, they know it's kind of stupid, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's for safety. But he's like, if we're really angry, yeah, we'll get people for jaywalking really bad. It's like, damn. Anyway. His past marks for all men who will be sentenced with the death penalty. But that's not the case this time. You're right. The young woman was stabbed, but her life remains intact. I can't imagine why he would show up in a small fry case like this. You know, I don't really agree with the phrase small fry.
Somebody was attempted murder. That's not really small for me.
Right. Maybe he was some specific reason to do so.
Would you happen to have any idea what reason may be?
Mere men can't comprehend the inner workings of the Grim Reaper's mind. You'll just have to ask for yourself when you get to court tomorrow. So, I'll have to face the Grim Reaper again. Now, let's talk about Holmes.
Holmes.
Hey, tell me who you heard that name from. Huh? Oh, it was Soseki who told us. He said that Mr. Holmes stormed into his room with a bunch of yard officers.
It must have been another one of his great deductions at work.
Don't be ridiculous!
Oh.
That lousy amateur. He's always poking his nose into everything. First he catches wind of an incident from some bumbling idiot. He runs off into the crime scene, and seconds later he's circling the area spewing incomprehensible nonsense. And before you know it, he's suddenly solved the entire case. Well, that's impressive to say the least.
Your chips.
You crushed your chips!
Your chips.
But isn't he an important asset to Scotland Yard?
Nonsense! Do you know what this is? Yes, that's the Strand magazine.
It's the magazine that serializes the adventures of Sherlock.
In that ridiculous excuse for a novel, all the detectives of the Yard are just constantly being assaulted by that great detective.
Oh.
In fact, I'd say that they might as well be called that drivel the base slanders of Sherlock Holmes.
Well, I do admit that it does occasionally come.
We're working as hard as we can, but because of him, we're a laughingstock. He's a terrifying threat not just to criminals, but to the Yard as well.
Are you sure you should be comparing Scotland Yard to criminals?
Seems like the great detective and the police have a pretty complicated relationship.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, then. Word structure, featuring me. It looks like that's all the information that we can get from the inspector.
Naruhodo? May I have a moment?
What is it, Susato? Your attitude changed all of a sudden.
This is just my opinion, but I think perhaps at this point we ought to see what our old friend has to say.
By old friend, do you mean Sherlock Holmes?
Yes, indeed. I am unquestionably referring to Sherlock.
That twinkle in her eyes is clearly excitement. Well, as I recall, didn't Soseki mention Mr. Holmes as well?
Yes, he did. He did indeed. And with that in mind, one could say he's related to this case. This is absolutely not my own self-indulgence.
But we don't know his address, so...
It's at Baker Street!
Wait, how'd you know that?
See? It's written in this book. 221B Baker Street, the address of the world's most famous detective.
Oh, they do use letters in their address, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see. Then, shall we head over? We better get going before Susato's excitement rises to a fever pitch.
Now, let's call for a coach.
It looks like we're meeting again sooner than expected. Sherlock Holmes. Well, I guess we have, we still need to examine, though.
Can we?
I assume we can. I want to look at the snowman.
I knew it.
Look, what an adorable snowman.
Wow, they make those in Great Britain, too? He's a little crooked, though.
But look here. He's got a scarf wrapped around him.
It's blisteringly cold out. I wouldn't mind a scarf.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe
good.
some other time. Our wallets are already pretty breezy as it is.
Maybe I should just borrow that snowman's scarf.
If you did that, I'm sure whoever built that snowman will be heartbroken.
Yeah, I know. Besides, even if I did borrow it, it just make my neck even colder than it already is. You know what's kind of sad? I don't remember ever building a snowman in my childhood.
Aww.
I know, right? Well, my mom always got mad anytime we tried going outside to play in the snow.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, no, you get sick. And I'm like, I want to play a snowball fight. No. And it's like, oh.
I remember Texas had its like one of the biggest snowfalls. Well, at the time I've been alive in Texas, they had I think it was like 5-6 inches of snow, and it was at my college. And
wow.
we built a snowman outside of our cafeteria, and we used like apple, bananas.
Wait.
Which is the 2 apples for his eyes and the banana for his nose.
I was
'cause
gonna
we
say,
didn't have carrots.
No, I was going to say, what the hell are you using that banana for, Danny?
It's on my Facebook. I'll show you later.
Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, let's take a look at the carriage. What's for hell of it?
Oh. Examine.
This is a police buggy from Scotland Yard. The yard uses these to rush to crime scenes and lock up criminals.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Susato.
It's been a lifelong dream of mine to ride through London in one of these.
Then why don't you try breaking window with one of these rocks over there?
If I did that, I'd end up on the criminal side of the buggy. But be that as it may, if there's no other way, I'll have to make do. I'll go search for a suitable rock.
Wait, no, I was just joking.
Da-da-da.
Oh, we could. Oh,
What?
we go to the other side.
Oh, we can, yeah, but I'm just checking to see this side first. I'm gonna click on the man bending down.
Okay. No. Oh, we can talk to him.
Oh, I'll just examine him first.
I did, but that's
Oh, I don't know what happened. What is it saying on your end?
an officer of Scotland Yard.
Yeah, that's what it says on mine end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, an officer of Scotland Yard. I guess he's on guard duty here. I feel like if I got too close, he'd arrest me in an instant.
You worry too much, Naruhodo. We haven't done anything wrong, so we should be fine to do as we please.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's already happened to me twice. I've been handcuffed 2 times now, having done absolutely nothing wrong.
Oh, what a shame. It might be because your eyes starred about so much.
Good. Yeah, that's exactly the reason. Take a look at the barrier.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You're good. So this path here is a crime scene.
Ah, no! Don't Streamlabs. Oh God, I opened it.
It's wide enough to give you a pretty clear view down the road.
That's true. I don't see any obvious places that could be used as a hiding spot.
Uh-oh. Sorry, hold on. Streamlabs open, so I gotta.
No, it's okay.
Go away. Go away, please. Go away.
Go away.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I'm here.
You good? Okay.
Mhm.
Oi, what do you think you're doing? We're just investigating. Why you're in league with that guy with the mustache, aren't you? In league? Justice League?
In that case, I bet you're here to tamper with the evidence, aren't you? Go on again! Shoo! Shoo!
We're not a dog, you piece of shit.
He shoot us off like a couple of stray dogs.
I guess we shouldn't get too close to the crime scene.
Aw, that's a shame.
Is that it for everything over here?
I can click on the road to the left, although... Yeah, let's click all the way to the left of the first scene. You can click on it.
Okay.
There's a snow pile on the footpath, but you can see wheel tracks on the road.
It seems coaches often cross through Briar Road. The snow will likely all be gone soon.
Considering I slipped and fell on the footpath just a little while ago, I feel like I'd be safer if I just walked on the street instead.
But with your black clothes and your small physique, I'd be worried that the horses would trample you without even noticing.
Thanks for your concern. I think that's all on this side, if I'm not mistaken.
Ba-da-ba.
Alright, let's take a look to the left.
I want to look at that bike.
Oh yeah, that's... What the hell happened to it?
Wow, it's an English bicycle! But the wheel on this one is just so horribly, unbelievably bent.
It's because I sat on it.
The wheel?
No, never mind.
You know that's what's bent, the wheel.
Oh, I thought the whole frame was bent. Is it just the wheel?
Yeah, I think it's the wheel.
Okay. Well, maybe someone was just training really hard. It looks like they were riding for their life.
It seems that bicycles are really popular in London right now. Also, there's been some sort of movement to alter women's clothing style so they can ride too.
I can't see it lasting very long. After a while, no one will be riding them anymore.
You don't say! Nadahoro, do you have a problem with bicycles?
No way, of course not. It's not like I hate them. It's just that taking both feet off the ground feels really reckless. Anyone would understand that after falling from stilts into a river.
Next time I rent a bike, I'll just let you sit behind me.
I guess we can examine this red house.
Okay.
An old residence made from bricks. I can really sense the history.
There's so much history in it, in fact, that the whole building is tilted. Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. The hell?
Is it?
Well, if you take a look right to the left of Sasato's face, you see how it looks like
Oh, yeah. It's like something exploded in there.
Huh. That old house looks especially dilapidated, even for this part of town.
We should probably be looking for some cheap lodgings of our own.
Yeah, you're right. Preferably somewhere cheap and not tilted if at all possible. Actually, it does say what street this is. It says this is Strand Street.
It does? Where do you see that?
On the red building.
Oh, wow. I can't even read that far.
My eyesight's shit. I do have it up to like 720, so I mean... we can examine the side of the red building. That's new. Hey, hold on. Look at that window on this building.
What's the matter with it?
It's completely sealed off with bricks.
Oh, my! I wonder what's all that about. Maybe the house is completely vacant?
But there's smoke billowing up from the chimney.
British culture remains an enigma.
That is very weird. I don't get that.
Very.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else to the sides of it. I guess not.
There's smoke.
Oh yeah, take a look.
Oh, examine. Come on.
I can't believe how gray and cloudy it is here. What's more, the fog is so thick that I can barely see what's in front of me.
It seems they weren't joking when they called London the
Way off amidst all the fog, I can faintly make out what seems to be the tower being built.
Oh, That's the Crystal Tower. It's being put on the World's Fair to be held in half a year from now. I hear the whole tower will be covered in glass, and it will be the grandest symbol of the fair yet.
The greatest fair in all the world, huh? I can hardly even imagine.
Oh, their faces.
It's a cute.
I don't see anything else.
You know, there's one thing I'm unsure of. Okay, see, if you look in the distance, you see how it's checkmarked, right?
Yeah.
If you go a little bit more to the right, there is another
Oh.
exam points, but it doesn't look like it's checkmarked, so I'm gonna check this. Well, all the houses around here are blowing black smoke from the rooftops.
In the Great British Empire, it seems people burn coal in fireplaces during the winter.
Well, in Japan, the only thing that chimneys bring to mind would be bathhouses. And lots of Japanese animes cutscenes. Like, why isn't anime or manga, like, in gaming, there's always the beach episode. There's always the bathhouse scene.
Because it's either filler or fan service. The 2 Fs.
2 Fs. Well, I wonder if any of these houses are actually on fire.
I don't believe so.
But still, with so much smoke flowing about, sooner or later the sky might just turn black.
I suppose that wouldn't be surprising.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
So I guess we gotta go see our good old buddy Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, God.
I just find it weird we got nothing out of this.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's our investigation time yet.
Yeah, you're right. Alright. Let's move on to... A new decision has been added. Okay. Holmes' room. And 221B Baker Street. What's happening? Animu! What happened to the horse farted? It'd just be right in their faces.
ありがとうございました。そこの2階でございます。それでは。どうも。ここがホームズさんの事務所なのですね。
Seeing her so happy is just adorable.
Oh, my God.
Man, Holmes is loaded, man. Look at his home.
Yep, looks just as crazy as I thought it would.
I mean, damn, dude. So this is Mr. Holmes' office. It certainly has a strange vibe to it.
The hell?
What the? What do you think, Sasato? Is it just like how it's written in the books?
I think she's disappointed how messy it is.
I probably. Sasato?
Oh!
To think so many mysterious cases must have been solved in this very room.
Yeah, no doubt about it, huh? I never read any of it myself, so I can't really say for certain.
The detective in pursuit of villains hiding in the shadows, foggy of the capital. Ah, wondrously romantic. It gets your heart pounding, your blood racing. Doesn't it, Naruhodo?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. No doubt about it. Hold on really quick.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened in the chat?
Dragon, what happened?
I think she meant to do a purge.
Oh.
Yeah, she did. What? Okay, sorry, Moxie. That was on accident. You didn't do.
Oh. What?
Wait, you didn't do that? How come it said you did? And then Justin removed it. What happened there? It's okay. As long as it was an accident, we're sorry, Moxie. Don't know what happened there.
That was weird.
I don't know. All right, we're all good.
Because of all that, I'm just a little overcome with emotions at the moment. Please, pay me no mind.
Right. Sheesh. It looks like the good detective isn't home. Hello? Is anybody home? Oh, guests!
Oh!
Oh, hi!
Hi! Never got him. She's so cute.
Oh, hello there. Do you have a big case for us?
Oh, hello. Wait, huh? Wait, say, you wouldn't happen to be...
Oopsie. Hang on a sec. I'll still go start brewing some tea for you.
If I recall, this girl was... Susato, you saw that girl just now, right?
Wow. This is really amazing. Even the King of Bohemia came here to request Mr. Holmes' expertise.
The King of Bohemia?
His Majesty, King Wilhelm Gottschrick Sigmund von Orms.
Good job. God knows, I would say King... Okay, I'm done. Oh, never heard of him. Put down the adventures of Sherlock Holmes for a second and take a look at this.
All right, tea's done. Have some fresh baked biscuits too.
Oh, here comes the circus music.
Weren't you?
I knew it! Looks like I wasn't mistaken after all.
Yeah, it's homegirl.
Are you?
I forgot how I did her voice.
Stealing things is a big no-no. You know that. And I was so excited to set my new smoke launcher prototype for myself. Oh yeah, well you could call me an inventor. I made this smoke launcher.
Come on, keep going. There we go. The girl who appeared in the lobby after a trial.
You know, this is my first time seeing an Asian lawyer. You just only arrived in London and you're already getting put to work. Tough, huh?
Yeah.
This tea's my own special blend. Go on. Drink up. Down the hatch.
All right. Bottoms up. I don't think I've had tea like this before.
Oh, how do I put it? It has such a mellow yet sweet aroma.
Hey, Dragon, does this remind you of anything? The tea? Ugh.
What is it? Is that a joke from your guys' LP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, there's like a tea mini game.
A tea minigame? Oh god.
Yeah.
Wait, it's one of those ones where you have like 3 of them. You gotta start pouring one into the other to get the right amount.
Yep.
I hate those damn puzzles. Can burn in hell for all I care. I hate them.
Yeah, we're not done, but it reminded me of it.
Oh.
Ooh, perfect! Success! I tried blending a tea with a fragrance that helps with relief fatigue. Now's not the time to be tired out from your trip. You've got another big case tomorrow. What's more, you're defending a fellow Japanese guy. You've got to give it all you've got.
Wait, how did you...
By any chance, did you hear about us from Mr. Holmes? Wow, do you guys know Holmesies?
Holmesy?
Holmesy?
Actually, we traveled here on the same ship as Mr. Oh, really? I had no idea. Holmesy has only just got back from traveling abroad, but he's already up and at it today.
Wait a second. I'm positive this girl we met after a trial yesterday, but why did she know so much about us? You don't suppose this is another one of those deductions, do you?
Putting that question aside, just what in heaven's name is this girl doing here in Mr. Holmes' office? Oh, how rude of me! I haven't even introduced myself yet. Oh my god! I'm Iris Watson. How excited I am to make your acquaintance.
What?
Iris?
Iris?
Watson?
Wait a minute. That means Watson got busy? Was he married?
Oh shoot, we don't have his profile anymore.
What the hell? Okay.
And it's Iris.
Iris. It's not
Oh.
our Iris, but it is Iris.
So I'm guessing this is his daughter.
We can only assume.
She's so cute, though. Wait, can we look at the court record to see? Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, she's in the court record.
Yep.
Guess how old she is.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, 10.
Sorry, yeah. 10. What the hell? She has a PhD?
In medicine, published very... Oh, God.
She's only 10. I'm 29 and feel super, super unaccomplished in life right now.
Right? Oh, my God.
Oh.
I'm Iris Watson. How excited I am to make your acquaintance. Mr. Holmes and I live here together.
Wow. Iris, was it? That's such a pretty name. I wonder if...
What?
I wonder if my my future descendant was gonna like somebody named Iris.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, what's the matter, Sato?
Wait just one moment. Miss Watson? Does that mean...
What's the deal? Sato got so flustered out of nowhere.
Uh-huh. That's me. What about you guys?
Right. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, attorney at law.
My name is Sato Mikotoba, and I'm his legal... Susie and Ryu. Got it. Susie?
Ryu? This is starting to get silly. Besides the music going on in the background.
Right? It's cute, though. I like it.
I do. The music for this game, it's very much surprised me. I love it so far.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm taking a look in the background, though. Did he really stick a knife on the wall of, like, a letter and whatnot?
It looks like it.
Wow.
I mean, Sherlock was that kind of guy. Like, have you seen the actual Netflix show, Sherlock?
The one of, like, what, Benedict
Cumberbatch?
I was gonna say cucumber. No, I haven't. I've heard many great things about it, but I have not seen it. I heard it's amazing, though.
Oh, it's really good. He kind of does stuff like that, and it's funny.
What was that other show that you were watching with British? Is it like Dr. Brown or Father Brown?
Oh, Father Brown? That's a really good show.
Is it still going on, or is it on Netflix, or how do I
It's
watch
on
it?
Netflix, but I think they finished it.
Okay. Because I gotta watch that. I gotta watch, that show with David Tennant. Not Doctor Who, Broadchurch.
Oh, I heard about that show.
They did an American one, but it's not very good at all. But the original one with him in it as well is amazing. So I understand. All right, that's enough ranting about shows. But
We're watching Father Brown when we're done.
But I have so many questions. I guess I should start by asking her.
I agree.
My God, she's so effing cute.
Let's talk about Iris. I believe we met yesterday at the Old Bailey, right?
Yep. Thanks for everything you did yesterday. Oh, no, we should be the ones to thank you.
I remember being held at gunpoint by that horrifyingly large weapon before you came. Oh, God.
Like this, right?
Man, I feel like she should sound younger, but her throat is like kind of getting toasted.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting there too. But yeah, don't strain yourself. You know, no need to do that.
Okay. I mean, I'll go higher next time, but just right now, ooh.
Speaking of yesterday, I seem to recall you dragging Gina off somewhere.
Oh, I just thought of something.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're reading my mind, huh?
Oh no, I hope that's not what happened.
I hope it's not either, but we'll see. Gina. Yeah, that hot-headed witness from yesterday's trial.
Oh, you mean Jean Bean?
Oh.
She's actually a pickpocket.
Yeah, we guessed as much.
She's such a meanie. You can't just go off stealing people's inventions.
Inventions? Are you talking about that huge, dangerous toy?
Yep. So I had to chase after her in order to get it back. If I knew something like this would happen, I would have put a self-destruct function on it.
This girl says some scary stuff.
Anyway, after that, I brought Jean Bean back to my place. I wanted her to apologize to the technician that helped me make it.
Technician?
Of course, that's my Holmesies. Did you call him Holmesy? You know, Holmesy and I live together in this flat.
Wow. I never would have guessed that Mr. Holmes had a little girl.
Whoa, no, wait, I'm not his daughter.
Wait, huh?
Even I wouldn't call my own father Holmes. In that case, why are you two living together? Well, London flats are just so expensive no matter where you look, you know? But it's way cheaper than to go halvesies with a roommate instead.
Roommate?
Excuse me, Miss Iris, how old are you? I just turned 10 this year.
But what about your father and mother? Are they not...
Well, you see, I actually don't have anyone like that.
Really? She must have a tough life. What?
What?
So what about John Watson?
Yeah, hold on.
This game's
Okay,
gonna...
Watson.
It's gonna twist things around, aren't they?
May I ask you something? Sure, you can ask me anything, Susie. I'm actually an avid fan of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Ooh, is that the Strand magazine? I've read every issue, even back home in Japan. I had them all shipped all overseas. Wow, so even you Far Easterners are reading my stories, huh?
Wait, did you just say my stories?
Holmesy just loves telling me all about the cases he solved. And they all turn out so fascinating. So I thought, why should I be the only one to hear about these tantalizing tales? What? Just last night, he was telling me about the case he solved on the steamship.
Excuse me, that he solved?
What?
Do you want me to tell you how he's banging a wall when we weren't looking? That's what your Holmesy does in his spare time.
Oh my god. You okay? You alright?
I'm fine.
Sounds a little mad.
This bitch
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
take his credit. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. They didn't call Iris a bitch. I'm calling Holmes a bitch.
I'm actually in the middle of working on the manuscript for next month's issue. You've been working on the manuscript? Yep. This is just between us, though. I think I'll call it The Speckled Band.
The Speckled Band? Those words sound very familiar.
I always stretch the truth a bit here and there, though.
A bit?
Like this time, I'm planning on making the venomous Indian snake the culprit instead.
If I recall, that was one of Mr. Holmes' crazy deductions.
Oh, just so you know, I do know that's not how snakes work. But you know, it's just a story, right? Might as well make it as crazy and entertaining as possible. So that means all of the Sherlock Holmes stories that have been published in this magazine? Yep, I wrote every single one of them, with this cutting-edge typewriter to boot. But I thought... all these stories were written by John H. Watson, MD, weren't they?
Sasato's having some trouble controlling the volume of her voice. It's like she's shrieking.
Oh.
Believe it or not, that name is actually referring to me. After all, I'm just Lil Watson. Then how do you explain the MD part? Well, you see, I'm an MD.
Wait, what? At the age of 10?
Yep, at the tender age of 10.
Huh. That's impressive to say the least.
Please excuse me, but
Look at she's about to cry.
I know, it's like, why?
Dr. Watson is a gentleman. I see what you mean. I just had to make some quick edits to my portrayal. What do you mean? I mean, come on, don't you think it'd be a little weird if I didn't? What kind of great detective takes a little 10-year-old girl everywhere he goes.
Yeah, but what great detective shares a flat with a 10-year-old though?
Right.
That has no, resemblance or no relation to him.
Ugh.
So, what about the Dr. Watson in our first case? Who is he?
That's a good question. Maybe he may come back.
Okay.
Well, I suppose you have a...
Susanna looks like she's just had her soul sucked out and trampled on.
Hmm.
Okay, your reasoning?
Oh, sorry. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What is it, Ryu?
How did you know that I was an attorney who just arrived in London?
And even queerer. You said tomorrow would be another difficult trial. Oh, that's all? You'd love to hear an explanation for this if you please. Sure, I don't mind. Though, there's not really much to explain, honestly. Alright, so let's get this started. Oh,
Glasses! I mean,
come,
okay, what?
Sorry.
I'm being stupid.
come one and all to Iris Watson's Theatre of Logic and Reason.
Oh, shoot. Oh, what the hell?
This is so cute!
What?
First of all,
Well, what does your background look like?
It just looks like random cubes or.
Okay, I just want to make sure my game wasn't like spazzing out or something.
No, that's normal. That looks right.
Okay.
first of all, it was totally obvious from the start that Ryu was an attorney. After all, we first met in the defendant lobby.
But what about the part where I just arrived in London?
I can see your passport poking out of your pocket, stuffed in there with the boat ticket.
Oh!
It was a safe guess to assume you had just arrived in Great Britain. Not to mention the fact that you went toe-to-toe against that prosecutor proves you're new to British law.
You mean the Grim Reaper, of course.
Also, Susie's hand still has some red left over from the stamp she received. That stamp is from the jail, right? You met a convict there for an interview. Oh. Did you know? They do that because they want to keep track of when visitors come and go. I had no idea.
But now it's gone when she did that.
By the way, they use a red stamp when a visitor wants to talk to a foreigner. So essentially, even though you two just finished a trial, you went to see a foreigner at the jail. Yet the two of you aren't looking gloomy at all. Thus, whoever you met with must have not been friend or family, right? This all leads to one conclusion. You must have taken on a new case, right?
I see.
What about your deduction that the trial would be tomorrow? Holmesy came home yesterday talking about how he just solved another case. I arrested the screaming Japanese man, he told me, grinning like a schoolgirl in love.
A Japanese man? Oh, he must have meant...
He must have been talking about Soseki. That must be the Japanese sword on your hip. And I think they call Susie's clothes a kimono.
Friends?
Amusing!
Ah, she did it! Did it bust die? Is it dead?
Is it dead?
Oh my god, Emmy's amazing.
Oh.
Obviously, the two of you came from Japan. From there, it's easy to see how I arrived at the conclusion that you chose to defend the Japanese. There's just one more conclusion now. The two of you totally came here to ask Holmesy for intel on the case.
She is super damn smart. All right.
Oh yeah.
The Japanese man's trial is tomorrow. That's what it says in the memo on the mantelpiece. You see, Holmesy has a bad habit of stabbing all his memos with knives. Well, I suppose that should be enough. And there you have it. The great deductions of Iris Watson have been revealed. Oh, did my deductions hit the mark?
They were all exactly right.
Amazing. Iris's great deductions are really something else.
It even has all of Mr. Holmes's little flourishes and pomp.
Well, all I did was just mimic the real deal. Either way, it makes things much easier if you're caught up with everything. Could you tell us more about the Japanese man?
Incident with the Japanese? Okay.
You said Mr. Holmes arrested him, right?
Yep. Holmesy hadn't actually just returned from a trip abroad, but detectives were waiting for him at the station, so they tracked him off as soon as he arrived.
Wow. The great detective sure is popular.
Apparently, there were sightings of a suspicious hunchback middle-aged Japanese man. This man was running away from the Briar Rose, where a woman had been stabbed. Suspicious, hunchbacked, and middle-aged. I'm sure must have...
Oh, sorry.
You're good. I'm sure it must have been Soseki. Soseki claimed that there was nobody else to scene, though. It looks like he didn't see the witnesses.
Holmesy used his classic deductions to figure out the guy's address. The police went straight to his flat near the crime scene. And they found that suspicious hunchback middle-aged man trembling in fear.
Huh. I guess his great deductions do get right sometimes.
Of course they do. He's the great detective.
But if that incident happened only 2 days ago, why is the trial scheduled for tomorrow? That's way too soon, no matter what the case may be.
You have a point. It doesn't seem like they're giving the investigators much time to work. According to Holmesy, it's because there's so much crime in this.
Wait, what?
Scotland Yard is doing the best they can, but even they are having trouble keeping up. Is that so? I had no idea. So they just don't have the time to investigate and hold a trial for every single crime. They're short-staffed, underfunded, and usually the most suspicious guy is the criminal anyway. That's horrible! So this is the fruit of the pinnacle of awe? The truth can be so bitter.
Yeah, it looks that way. But if that's the case, now I'm even more worried about Soseki. Well, thank you for answering all of our questions, Iris. We've learned a lot from you. Oh, that was adorable.
You're so very welcome. I had fun too.
No, by the way, Iris, where's Mr. Holmes right now? As you guessed, we want to ask him about the case.
Oh, Holmesy? I think he must still be in the middle of investigating a case.
Would that be Soseki's case?
Soseki, was it? He said he was going to that guy's flat. If you head there, I bet you'll find him. But where might that place be, Miss Iris? I think the policemen are still investigating the scene of the crime, but... Is there an inspector by the name of Toby on the scene?
Oh, yeah, I remember. There was a Toby.
There was?
Tobias.
Oh, Tobias. Oh, that's right.
I knew it! Well then... Will you give this to Toby for me? If you do, I'm sure he'll spill the beans.
What is this?
5 shillings and a message card, I believe?
Card addressed to Inspector Gregson from Iris. A message is written on the back. I want to take a look at that
What
really
is
quick.
it? Shut up, Susato.
No, Susato, you're gonna ruin it for me. No, Susato. Okay.
Okay,
I love
let's
her.
go back.
Oh, this is a cute little calling card.
Okay, what? So
You'll
you'll answer anything
well,
the
answer,
guy in the dark just asks, right?
so, yeah, so you'll answer anything the guy in the dark jacket asks, right? Okay.
Do you examine?
I will, yeah. Iris's demands are written with adorable ink and adorable handwriting.
So you'll answer anything the guy in the dark jacket asks, right?
Her handwriting may be cute, but you can feel how much influence she carries here.
I'm pretty sure that's just your imagination. But hopefully this will be enough to get the good inspector to talk.
Or maybe it'll scare him enough to stuff his piping hot fish and chips in his mouth.
I do admit, I'd like to see that.
That's funny.
I was thinking of something totally worse.
Oh my god.
I want to investigate the shillings.
Oh. I backed out of it, sorry.
No, you're good.
This is a 5-shilling coin, also known as a crown.
Just one of these is enough to get us through Scotland Yard's detectives.
Iris just might be the world's most fearsome 10-year-old.
By the way, about how much are 5 shillings worth?
Let's see. It could probably buy a month's worth of the inspector's beloved fish and chips.
That's an interesting way of putting it. Now,
Huh.
wait a minute.
What?
She's bribing him.
Yep.
That's
She's
not...
bribing a police officer.
Okay.
But we're not gonna talk about that.
No. Oh, okay.
So you'll answer anything the guy in the dark jacket asks, right? And then Inspector Gregson will just say okay to anything we want?
Understood. Thank you so much for this, Iris.
Now, I'll get back to writing the manuscript of the Speckled Bear. I'll prepare more of my specially blended tea for you, so come and visit again sometime. Thank you very much, Iris.
Bye.
Bye, cutie! With that, let us return to the crime scene once more.
God, there's just so much cuteness in this game.
This card, along with just 1 silver coin, can influence the entirety of Scotland Yard. We return to the crime scene with the world's heaviest coin in hand. Oh,
That's a weird to be continued part.
it really is, isn't it? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I will have to keep going, but it is late, too.
It is. It's very late, and my throat is feeling rough.
Yeah. Oh God, you have.
I have a session tomorrow.
That's right. I just realized you gotta do this professionally, not for this stuff that I'm doing. If I was paying you, sure, fine, whatever. But I can barely pay myself at this point. Excuse me, Lyra. Oof.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, that is a to be continued part right there. So we're gonna go ahead and call it a stopping point right here for us for today's stream.
Yes.
We may try doing some more tomorrow throughout the week, possibly. You know, I'll let you guys know what's what. I do thank you guys so much for putting up with all the interruptions that I had today. Do you know what's nice though? No frame drops.
Oh yay!
There was no melting, there was no freezing, there was like nothing, and I'm happy about that.
Yay!
So, yay! We had a lot of interruptions and technical difficulties in the very beginning, but you know, going into this is fine. But yeah, we will see if we can do this again very soon, and we can take things from there.